On the morning of June 22nd, 1941, Nazi Germany launched the largest invasion in human history. Operation Barbarossa was not merely a military campaign, it was an ideological war of annihilation. Its goal was simple and absolute: destroy the Soviet state in a single season. Three German army groups moved east. Army Group North advanced toward Leningrad. Army Group Center drove straight for Moscow. Army Group South pushed into Ukraine, seeking land, resources, and encirclement. In the opening weeks, the German war machine appeared unstoppable. At Bialystok and Minsk, entire Soviet armies were surrounded. Hundreds of thousands of Red Army soldiers were captured. The speed of collapse convinced German commanders that the Soviet Union was already finished. Yet something unexpected happened. The Red Army did not disintegrate. It retreated, regrouped, and returned. By July 1941, the fighting reached Smolensk. Here, the German advance slowed. Soviet counterattacks were costly and often chaotic, but they forced the Wehrmacht into sustained combat. This was no longer a short campaign. Time, Germany's most precious resource, began to slip away. In the south, Germany achieved another massive encirclement at Kiev. It was the largest in history. More than 500,000 Soviet troops were lost. Militarily, it was a triumph. Strategically, it was a delay. The road to Moscow remained open, but autumn was approaching. In the north, Leningrad was surrounded but not taken. Instead, it was starved. The siege would last nearly 900 days, draining German strength without delivering victory. Only in October did Germany launch its final assault on Moscow. Operation Typhoon began with fresh encirclements and renewed confidence. But the rains came. The roads turned to mud. Vehicles stalled. Supplies failed to arrive. Then winter arrived early. Temperatures dropped. Engines froze. Weapons jammed. Behind Moscow, Soviet reserves waited. Divisions from Siberia, trained for winter warfare, were released. In December 1941, the Red Army counterattacked. For the first time in the war, the German army was driven back in defeat. Moscow did not fall. Blitzkrieg had failed, but Germany was not yet broken. In 1942, Hitler shifted his focus south. The new objective was oil. The Caucasus fields were meant to fuel the Reich and starve the enemy. This plan became Operation Blue. Before it began, Germany delivered a sharp blow at Kharkov. A Soviet offensive collapsed into disaster. Confidence returned. Once more, Germany believed victory was within reach. The summer advance went deep. German forces surged across the southern steppe. But the front grew too wide. Army Group South was split in two. One wing pushed toward the Caucasus. The other turned toward a city on the Volga, Stalingrad. At first, it was a name on a map. Then it became an obsession. The city bore Stalin's name. To take it seemed symbolic. To lose it became unthinkable. By late summer, the battle turned into a nightmare. Factories became fortresses. Basements became battlefields. The front line ran through stairwells and rubble. German forces bled themselves white for ground that had no strategic value. Meanwhile, their flanks were held by Allied armies, Romanian, Italian, Hungarian, poorly equipped and overstretched. In November 1942, the Red Army struck. Operation Uranus did not attack the city. It attacked the flanks. Within days, the German Sixth Army was encircled. 250,000 men were trapped. Hitler forbade retreat. The airlift failed. Winter returned. Starvation followed. In February 1943, what remained of the Sixth Army surrendered. 90,000 men went into captivity. Few would return. This was not a retreat, it was annihilation. Moscow had shown that Germany could be stopped. Stalingrad proved that Germany could be destroyed. After Stalingrad, the initiative passed permanently to the Red Army. Germany would fight on for more than 2 years, but the outcome was no longer in doubt. The road east had ended. The long road back had begun.